What's up, everybody? Well, I got another small form factor PC gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're checking out Darksiders Warmastered Edition, and this time I think we'll be able to get gameplay. It's worked on everything else so far, so it'd be a real shame if this one was different, seeing as though it's a lot more powerful than the rest of them. And then, depending on how many FPS we get, if we get like 200 FPS at 4K, there's no point in testing 1440 out. But if we're barely staying at 60 maxed out at 4K, well, then we'll try 1440 out. Besides, we've got another computer that's also 1440p that's very similar in performance, GPU-wise anyway. So, it's kind of nice to do that, but not if it's unnecessary. But for now, why don't we hop ourselves into the game, and let's see what's what. Well, alright, here's the settings we're gonna do. I'm glad I decided to also play this version of the same game, because we can at least get some damn gameplay. Otherwise, I was just gonna feel terrible all day, being like, man, we only got a little bit of gameplay, and we still didn't get it perfectly because we couldn't get any cutscenes on the Steam Deck and that Lenovo. They both just had like weird little, I guess it was looked like the same screen that would pop up in the old TVs when they went offline for the night.
Since the dawn of time, the armies of heaven and hell have waged an endless war. Drawn to the conflict was the Charred Council, an entity bound by ancient laws to preserve order and balance. It held that any great power, unchecked, threatened the very fabric of the universe. In time, heaven and hell came to honor the council and its laws, for none were beyond the swift and terrible justice of the council's enforcers, a fearsome brotherhood known as the Four Horsemen. Amid the turmoil, the first humans emerged. The council foretold that these weak but cunning creatures would someday be integral to the balance. Thus, a third kingdom was named. The Kingdom of Man. By order of the Council, a truce was forged between heaven and hell. The Great Pact was bound by 7 seals to be broken at the appointed time, when man's kingdom stood ready for the end war. A battle that would bring balance and determine the ultimate fate of the 3 kingdoms.
What's happening?
Get some camera recorded gameplay now. No going back now. It's a shame you can't dash in midair. That would be pretty cool. see anything. Now that light turned on inside. But I don't see nothing. No tracks of at least humans anyway. Might have been a deer or a rabbit or something. It's very sensitive light.
Impossible. Abaddon. What is this? Where are my brothers? This cannot be. The final seal.
My lord!
How did this happen? The seventh seal was not broken.
Abaddon! What in heaven's name have you done?
I answer the call.
Oh, lady, don't you hear him? He answers the call. Boing. I caught that shit. Gameplay this time around, then. Oh, I just need one.
The law has been broken. And so have you, horseman.
And now we end. Alright guys, that's a wrap for Darksiders Warmastered Edition, and it seemed to play great. I didn't really see the need to play on 1440p. Like I said, if it was barely at 30 or dropping down to the 40s and 50s when destroying cars and all that, then I absolutely would have, but I didn't see the need. We were getting like almost a solid 118 and 120 the whole time, so that's more than enough for a game like this. Any more than that, it's just like, alright, we don't need esports levels of FPS. Though we might get it on some of the other PCs we test on, because I wasn't going to test the old school one, because I figured it'd get like thousands of FPS on everything after this point, but this one's got a little bit higher graphics and whatnot, and actually has some graphics settings. Not very many, but way more than the original did, so I kind of wanted to test on everything. Plus, I'm having fun with it, and we've got those new computers to get more videos made on anyway, so it's more fun to do that. And then when you get to those, you got 3 more to do, might as well do them all at that point. That's what I always think to myself when I get to that point. But anyway, that's all for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.